see.
Tapped in, tuned in, turned all the way on. This ain't just a vibe, it's a freaky bomb. Ms.Blue in the building, oracle flow, cracking codes of the cosmos. Now you already know. Yeah.
Oh,
Ride the wave, feel the light. It's frequency love tonight. Ms.Blue gon' take you higher, burning truth with sacred fire. Stay hungry. This is soul talk, rebirth from the womb. Say it with me, I can alter my course at any time. Yeah. Tap in, turn on. Your higher self already logged in.
welcome on in, everyone. Peace and greetings. Oh my goodness, how are you feeling?
It's all about frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Live it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing. I'm it. It's all about frequency. In the past, I thought I lost it, but the truth was always near. Every scar became a teacher. Every fall just brought me here. Now I'm rising with the healing. Every light inside of me, not becoming what I'm chasing. I am the frequency. You feel it, show it, show it. If you want it, grow it, grow it. If you leave it, know it, know. All about frequency. Ask the question, how is this possible? The answer subtle, synchronicities audible. Keys unlocking, belief expanding. Frame by frame, new life commanding. No chase, no match, I embody the key. The light I own unlocks destiny. Raise my vibration, reality shifts. Every dream I desire already exists. Nothing's coming to me, no, no. Already here. When I raise my vibration, the vision is clear. Vision is clear. If you want it, grow it, grow. If you leave it, know it, believe it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it, give it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing. I'm it. It's all about frequency.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Peace and greetings, Soul family. Welcome, 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 welcome on in. How's everybody doing? How are you feeling? So glad to have you all join me and glad to have you all here tuning in. You have to definitely let me know where you're tuning in from, what city, what state, what country, what continent. I am Miss Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and yeah, definitely welcome on in. It's a after hours. It's a after hours because your girl laid down and thought I was going to take a short little nap, like a late evening nap. And next thing I know, I was in the spirit world. I was in the astral world. And my guides was like, girl, wake up, wake up. Girl, you got to get up. Come on, you got to get up. And I was like, what? It felt like I was asleep for like 2 minutes. And when I looked at the clock, I was gagged. I said, oh my goodness, you have got to be kidding me. I overslept. But surely I needed the nap. I kind of woke up pretty early this morning. And, you know, here in Texas, we got a lot of that rain, a lot of that water. And it just feels so good to go to sleep, like when it's just raining. It wasn't raining this afternoon, but it was raining earlier. And I tell you, that nap, that was chef's kiss, oracle kisses. It was the best. When I say the best, I'm talking about the best. Um, so now I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake, but I wanted to come on because, you know, I haven't been kind of busy lately with a lot of things and, you know, getting some things in order and getting things, you know, we're coming up on the close of the year. I still can't believe that we are getting ready to close out 2025. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We will be in 2026. And as I'm speaking to you here, broadcasting from the United States of America, it is currently 12:26 where I am. So just got these numbers in flow here. But most importantly, I want to welcome you all in. And please do me a favor, let me know. I haven't been on this platform or using this platform for a live stream in a minute. So everything looks new to me. I'm not sure, but I think I'm broadcasting both on YouTube and, you know, vertical. I think. Now, I could be wrong. Depending on what kind of device you're looking at it on, it should look a little different for you. It should be in more of an alignment for you. And I'm just excited about that. I'm excited about everything. So, oh, I am. Thank you so much, and so good to see you guys. I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of hard to read. Read the writing. I got my glasses on, and I feel like what's going on? Maybe I woke up from the slumber here. I need to make this a little bigger. Mm. I'm so busy using my third eye. I have to remind myself to keep working on my physical eyes because I need them too. I need my physical eyes and I need my third eye. I need my third eye. But welcome everyone on in. We're going to do shots out in just a moment. So glad to be here. So glad to be here. And I don't say that lightly. I mean, I'm really glad to be here. Like, I'm really glad to be alive and still be here on the planet, still be able to do what I love, still be able to learn, to grow, to evolve, to connect, to expand. I love it. I love it. And I'm so glad for you to be here with me as well. If there's anyone new in the house, I want to welcome you all in. And so glad you all are joining me here. It has been an incredible, soulful, life shaking, great awakening kind of moment. And that's how I've been feeling. I don't know about you all, but some of the times has literally taken my breath away. I want us to take a moment as we get into the share here tonight, and it's not going to be anything heavy, just something that was inspired on my heart, and I wanted us to get together. I think this is an important marker where we are. We are stepping into Sagittarius season. By the way, happy born day to all the Sagittarius in the building, because this is yet again another powerful and transformative month. One that will change our lives forever. Yet again, like, how lucky are we that every time you turn around, we have these opportunities and these moments to shift, to grow, to evolve, and to change. Now, as we're getting into the share here, I want to invite you, good morning, good night, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. And also, I want to invite you to hit that like button and also to hype the channel up. It really does help with the work that we are putting out into the world. And it also helps to support me and helps to support the channel. And so, if you're feeling called, I would love for you to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, that you would subscribe. It really will help. Many of you know I've been doing this work for more than 2 decades. And yeah, yeah, it's been a beautiful journey. It still is a beautiful, beautiful journey here. So that really just helps support the work. And so I want to welcome you all in. And again, if I didn't introduce myself, I'm Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. And I just want to welcome you all here. If you're new here, welcome on in. Welcome on in. It's crazy. Like, I've been doing a lot of reflecting and going back through notes and looking at things, not in a coulda, shoulda, woulda kind of way, but in a very heartfelt, reflective way. Because one of the things is true: when you can take an opportunity to look back and reflect, then you can see how you want to move forward. And Sagittarius is one of those seasons, and we're going to get into that because I'm going to give you some things. I woke up with some stuff heavy on my heart, you guys, and I'm not going to hold you. It kind of tripped me out because I was like, what does this have to do with Sagittarius season? And I'm going to tell you what came to mind: love, money, and power. And I don't think prior to this, even with my studies and learning about astrology and learning some of the mystical arts, I have pinpointed or even looked at Sagittarius in this kind of way. I don't think I've ever done that. And immediately as I came out of my nap, that's what I heard: love, money, and power. And as I sat with it and really began to kind of go a little deeper, because that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be diving deeper. We're going to be taking a look at this energy of Sagittarius. By the way, all of the beautiful Sagittarians in the building, please stand up. Let us love on you. Happy born day for everyone celebrating a born day this month. Sagittarius is one of those signs that's a little tricky. We know every sign has its ups and has its down, and Sagittarius is one that blends those lines, and they can be very contrasting. And I don't have to tell you if you're a Sagittarius, you know what I'm talking about, right? So talented. You know, this is the archer. You understand. This is the archer. This is when we anchor ourselves further into the future. And this Sagittarius season did not come to disappoint. The beauty is that no matter what your sun sign is, we all get an opportunity to embody this energy of Sagittarius. But who is walking us through this portal, who's walking us through this gate, is going to be the Sagittarius sun signs. Those are the ones, Sagittarius sun signs and rising signs are the ones walking us through this gate. And boy, it's a big gate. It's a big gate that they're going to be walking us through. So that's what we're going to be talking about. You can pull out a pen and a piece of paper, or if you just want to chill and you want to enjoy the vibes. And like I said, I brought some tools here with me tonight. So let me tell you the tools that I brought. And I'm going to kind of slow down a little bit. Y'all know I just came out the astro realm. The Akashic files are open. They've been open for a while. And so thank you to everyone who has purchased the Akashic files, the Akashic records from the digital download store. And you are working in the files at this time. Look at this. This is one of the tools that we'll be working with tonight. I have my numerology deck. And so I'm going to be pulling from that. I kid you not. These are all the tools that instantly after I woke up, I seen this vision and I went straight for it. Next, here we go. I had to pull this out. I had to pull out my Forbes cup. I had to pull this out because I kept thinking, what could I use to represent power, love, money, and power? So this is a little bit of money, finances, because when we think of Forbes, we think of finances, or at least I do. So this is the symbolic of that. Got a little bit of liquid magic in there. I don't know if you can see it. Little bit of red bottom in there, liquid magic. So I'm going to sip on this because this is not only going to speak to the money aspect, it's going to speak to the power aspect and also the love. So the embodiment is going to be here. So let me drink to that. And if you have a cup, let's toast to that. Let's toast to that. So next, here is one of my energy magnets. Now, this one I might have made maybe about 10 or 15 years ago. So, one of the things that many of you don't know that I like to do is that, especially during the winter months, I get this extra burst of Kundalini energy and creativity where I have to do something with my hands and I see all of these visions and images. I love the sparkles. And I made these and I sent them out. As some of you who have followed me for a long time, you may still have them. They're magnets. And these are energy magnets. They change the frequency of the energy of the room that you're in. I made them for my children when they were in college, or even when my daughter was in high school. She had them on her in her lockers, and when she went to college, my son as well, and sent them out to soul family members and family members alike. And I thought this one was perfect for love, power. Hmm. There we go. Yeah, love, money, and power, but definitely for the power aspect. And then, of course, for everyone who had the liquid magic, you know, we have the coins here. These are the prosperity coins. And so this prosperity coins just kind of speak to abundance, which encompass everything, love. It encompass power and it encompass finances. So this is another tool we'll be using here tonight. And look what I dug out. Remember, I told you guys I was going to be getting into all of my books back there? Look what I dug out. Look at this. Love, the Book of Answers. So, we're going to be using this as a tool tonight, as an oracle, and I'm going to be answering your questions from the Book of Answers. And if you've never seen this Book of Answers, there's quite a few of them out there. This one is by Carol Bolt. And what you do is you ask your question, you flip the page, and the answer is there. So let's see right now. So this is what it says: modest moves last longer. So I think we're in the right place. I think we're in the right place. So these are the tools tonight. We got our loves, right? Book of Answers, right? All questions about love we'll be pulling from here. We have the numerology deck. So we got some tools tonight. We have the energy magnet. We have the Forbes cup here. We have the Forbes cup. And I have a bonus. We have the abundance coins. Yeah, we have these from Feng Shui. And I also have coming soon, the Imagine deck. The new deck that I have, the Imagine deck. We'll be pulling from that. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to get into that. The numerology deck is, I'm going to be relaunching that soon, along with my other decks, because right now I actually have 4 decks. And yeah, some of them I launched over 15, 16 years ago. And some of these 10 years ago. This is a new deck, and then some unreleased decks that I have. I'll be launching, and I'm in the mood to kind of make some more of these magnets. And so, you know, who knows? Maybe you'll get a surprise from me in the mail. You'll get this. All right. So let's get started. Let's get started. I want to welcome everyone on into the building. So glad to have you here. Truly, truly, truly is. So we're going to be opening the floor with 3 words, right? Because these just keep ringing in my spirit, and they have been, since I woke up from my nap tonight, and that is love, money, and power. And money is not even a word that I say, because I know we have such a polarizing energy with money, how we see money, how we relate to money, how we connect with money, and what that means to us, especially in a time like this in the world, right? So, yeah, yeah. So, we're going to be talking about love, money, and power, but not from fear. And one of the things that we're going to do, we're not going to be talking from old programming. I think we all can say old programming is out. We're going to be talking about this from a higher and a sovereign lens, because we are truly sovereign beings. Now, this Sagittarius energy, and where are my Sagittarius at? I see y'all in the building. This Sagittarius energy, one thing about it, because I got some Sagittarius family members that are close to me, this energy is honest. This energy is so bold, but it's very expansive. So expansive. So we're going to be talking about how these 3 themes are showing up in your life right now. Right now. Okay? So, but before we go deeper, do me a favor, for everybody who's in chat. I want you to drop one word that describes where your energy is tonight. Where is your energy right now? Is it truth? Is it power? Is it clarity? Where is that for you right now? Just drop one word and let us know. Let us know where you are, where your energy is right now for you. Mm, okay, I love it. Finance, grounding, clarity, power. Oh, I love it. Open, love. So beautiful. Change, lots of change coming in. Faithful, fortified, relaxed. Okay, clarity, happy, gratitude. Okay, mixed, opportunity. Okay, progressive. I love that. Movement, expansion. Mhm. Mhm. Accuracy. Okay. I love it. It definitely feels like you have tapped into that Sagittarius energy because this Sagittarius energy is like the archer. In fact, depicted in many times that you see Sagittarius energy, it is the archer's energy that we see. Don't you agree? And it asks, what are you really aiming at? That's the bigger question here. What are you really aiming at? If you all feel like getting into work mode, depending on where you're tuning in from the world, that's what I want you to do. I want you to write that question down. And this is one that I want you to begin to explore. What are you really aiming at? Not the goal you told people you had. That's not what I'm talking about. But the direction your frequency is actually pointed towards. See, because what we may say we want and where our frequency is actually pointed can be in two different places. And I want you to think about that from a place of honesty. What are you really aiming at? Not the goal you told people you had, but the direction your frequency is actually pointed. Because Sag energy, one thing about Sag energy, it wants the truth. And one of the people I feel on the planet that embodies this energy is Nicki Minaj. When you think about that Sagittarius energy and wanting the truth, it wants alignment, not obligation. It wants alignment. So think about that. This is a question that you can write down for yourself and explore. What are you really aiming at? Okay. Now, if that resonated with you, here's what I want you to do. I want you to type, I feel that. Because I definitely want us to get into all of the feelings tonight. I want you to feel that. Say, type, I feel that in chat. Mm-hmm. Yes, Nicki Minaj is she's representing the United States at the United Nations, speaking to Nigeria and many other countries. Yeah. I feel that. Yes, yes. Welcome on in and shouts out to all the Soul family. Good to see you, Priestess Andrea. Welcome on in. Yes, you guys are feeling that. So powerful. Scorpio love in the building, feeling that. All right, Sheena, I feel that. Okay. Brittany Vibes, hey, good to see you. Welcome on in. I feel that. Ashley Angel 1111. Love that. I feel that. Yes. Shanice Renee, I feel that. Yes. Q2 Wise, I feel that. Yes. So this is what it is. So let's take a minute. We're going to go in a little deep here in this Sagittarius energy, talk about a couple of things and just kind of move in. Let's just take one breath together before we just open up this gate to the message. And let's inhale and let it out through your mouth with an ah sound. If you feel it, that's it. Just let your shoulders drop, let your mind soften, and just let your soul be present. That's one of the hardest things to do today is to be present in the moment. So many distractions. So we're going to be talking about these three themes here. Let's start with love because I'm just a girl that's all about love. I love love. I absolutely love love. And I know that self love is the foundation to all love, right? Self love. By the way, shots out to the self love, the new shadow work class, and everyone in the class doing some amazing work. They are really putting in some amazing work. And I want to give them so much love to everyone in the building. And also, shouts out to everyone who is here and everyone a part of the Soul family, the Futuristic Activation Group, as well as everyone a part of the Galactic E-Files and all of the Soul family members here, whether this is your first time here, if you've been here for a long time, just want to welcome you on in. And we're going to start with love because under Sagittarius, um, love has some requirements. Yeah, clock it. Love has requirements under Sagittarius. And these are the two requirements it's truth and freedom. So Sagittarius says, yes, yes, we want love, but we want love through truth and through freedom. This is the season where honesty, the season of honest connections. That's the difference. This is about honest connections, not pretenses, not these superficial connections, not these performance connections, but real, authentic connections. And here are the limitations with this love that the energy of Sagittarius reminds us of. Any relationship where you can't tell the truth, it's getting revealed right now. Any relationship where you can't tell the truth is getting revealed right now. And here's what love is asking. Can you be honest with yourself about what you really want? That's the question. Can you be honest with yourself about what you really want? Not worried about being judged, not worried about what is he going to think? What is she going to think? What are they going to think? What is the world going to say about what I really want? If this message just kind of woke something up, kind of touched something, I want you to type I receive in the chat right now because I want you to think about that. Love is asking, not who do you love, not are you sure, but can you be honest with yourself about what you really want? Here is something that will change your life. And I know this for sure because this is something I've spent a large majority of my career of doing this work that I love, teaching, sharing, and learning for myself is being open to receive. And so I want you to type, I receive. I receive this message Because the moment that I was completely honest, unjudgmental about what I wanted, not judging it, not trying to go back and, quantify it, not going back trying to see, is this really something that I want? Is this just surface level? Can I even, hold this thought? And do I need to learn more? Is there something wrong with me because this is what I want? There is something powerful and transformative that happens when you can be honest with yourself about what you really want. And human beings have a hard time with being honest with themselves about what they really want. We will blame it on everything. We will give it away to our children. We will give it away to our parents. We will give it away to strangers. We will push everything away from us. But it has to start with us. It has to start with you. So I'm going to pull one card for love tonight. And I'm going to see what's rising in the collective. Okay. So I'm going to go to the Imagine deck. Let's pull a card for the collective here and see. Whoa. Oh my goodness. We're not picking all of them up. We're not picking all of them up. We're not picking all of them up, but we're going to get this one. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Here's the card. Imagine if eternity was not a destination, but a remembrance of who you truly are. That's one. I know I said one card, but I'm in light of half the deck falling on the ground. We gonna pick another one. Perfect. Thank you, spirit guides. My spirit guides was like, I need you to pick another card. I need you to pick another card. That's why we got to stay expansive. So here we go. Can y'all see that? Imagine if the treasure you search for was buried in your scars. You guys need all of them. But imagine if the treasure you search for was buried in them bones, them scars. Okay. Now, I think we ought to go to the Book of Answers for love. We're gonna get a page here. So this is for love for the collective tonight. And what do we need to know? Ooh, oh my goodness. Can y'all see that? Wait a week. Let me tell you why this is so profound. Wait a week. I want to kind of hold this here for wait a week because many of you know I have the other channel, Frequency 369, which, by the way, shouts out to Frequency 369. On that particular channel, I don't really go live. It is recorded message and highly intuitive. That's one of the reasons I'm not really promoting it. If you want to go over there and join, great. If you stumbled upon it, wonderful. I love the vibes and the frequency over there because I'm straight Oracle, baby. Straight soulful Oracle over there. And there is a recording that I'm going to do based on a week from now. And so for this message to come up that says, wait a week, right on target, right on target. All right. So now let's talk about money. Let's talk about finances. Okay. So we're going through the three things: love, money, and power this Sagittarius season. Let's talk about money. Now, here's the truth about money. Let me take some liquid magic out my Forbes cup here. By the way, shouts out to the Black Forbes. That's where I got that cup from. But anyway, listen. Um, let's talk about money. Money expands with you, or it contracts with you. It mirrors your belief system. So, whatever belief system you're holding about money, finances, it's either going to expand or contract with you. And Sagittarius teaches through experience. You know, Sag is the teacher. And so Sagittarius teaches you about money through experiences. It shows you that money responds to direction and not fear. Because money is energy, it's a current. It flows with the current. Money responds to direction. If you have a direction for that money, you have a direction for those dreams and goals, you have a direction, not fear of it. So ask yourself this question: where am I still playing small? I want you to think about that. Where in my life am I still playing small? And what belief is trying to grow inside of me? Now, I know we have some polarizing energy when it comes to belief, because we feel belief is something that someone else has given us, and that's a big part of belief. Belief is something that we learn from people around us. Some of our beliefs come from growing up. They come from systems we've been indoctrinated into. They come from the people we hang around. They come from thoughts that keep looping in our minds. So some of your beliefs are beliefs that you have held on to because you have constantly been entertaining these thoughts. And quite frankly, most of it is fear, because most of humanity spends most of their time comfortable in this vibration of fear because of so many things outside of us. And quite frankly, we have given away our power far too long. And so I am grateful that we are now in the time, because if you are here, you are really living from the inside out, not the outside in. So I want you to explore this question: where am I still playing small? And what beliefs are trying to grow inside of me? Okay. If that's landing for you, I want you to put a line in the chat so I can feel you. Put a line. Let me know. Let me know if that just kind of hit a little different for you. Let me know. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Aligned. Powerful. Powerful. Aligned. Powerful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Aligned. Powerful. Yeah. Powerful. Yeah. Yeah. Powerful. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pull a card for us here for money and expansion. And let's see what message comes through. Let's see what message comes through. If I can get this together. I want to say thank you to everybody being in the building. Oh my goodness. Don't forget to hype the video up as well too. I'm going to also open up for some Q&A after we finish to answer some questions. So we'll do that. I like this. I don't know why I can never do this. I'm crooked all over. 678, the vibe of the collective. And it says, love is the only thing that's real. Give and receive love. When I see this, as it relates to money, it's letting you know that money needs to flow. Money needs a direction, and money is a current. There is a giving and there is a receiving. When you hold on to money too tight, or money doesn't have a direction, or we're living from a place of fear, that's where the lack comes in. That's where the poverty within consciousness starts to come in. I want to pull from the Imagine deck and see what it has to say about money. This is interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to let you guys see that. If we can focus. There we go. Imagine if you release any anguish towards the people who hurt you. And this is powerful because this will block your expansion when it comes to finance. This will block that energy. Believe it or not, holding on to pain, holding on to anguish against other people who hurt you can literally block your blessings. It can block your blessings. And so we need to open up. We need to open up against that, release that energy. Let's see what's going on. We're going to come in our book here and see. Look at that. Look at that. It's for real. It's for real. You do know that how you unlock the master key to finances, to money. And I know I use that word money because I know that that kind of triggers a lot of things within us. But I want you to know that money itself is currency, it's energy. Many of you have worked with the Lucky Blueprint. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's one of the digital products in my digital store where I take you on this journey to help you unlock poverty within consciousness. This is a great time for you to begin to start tapping into that if you have the Lucky Blueprint expansion kit, because it was definitely birthed out of this energy here, this energy here of Sagittarius in this season of expansion. Of when it comes to this. So money. This is the season that Sagittarius will teach you about money and what you feel about money and what you think about money and where you're still playing small, because it's going to teach you through different experiences. If you've had some experiences that come up in the last couple of days and, you know, you have a couple of $100 saved up in the bank, and sure enough, something came up and it's the exact amount you have saved, and boop, it took your money. It's letting you know, I'm teaching you that money responds to direction, not fear. You don't save. You shouldn't save out of fear. You shouldn't hold on. Yes, be smart. Manage your money. Put something aside, but not out of fear, out of direction. And so it's a shift of thought. These are some of the things I want you to think about. For those of you who are in self love, the new shadow work class, we will be diving deeper into the money aspect. We've already tackled the power, and baby, we've already been clocking 5 weeks of self love and love. So we're going to be going deeper into this, but I want you to just think about these things. These are some things to work on when it comes to money, and Sagittarius season, like I said, is a game changer. We are in game changing times where you can quantum leap. You can literally change your life within a span of 2 to 3 hours. You could be living a completely different life. But remember, the life that you are living has to shift on the inside. The shift is not occurring on the outside. As our dear brother Jill Scott Heron told us, the revolution will not be televised correctly because the revolution is happening from within. From within. This is where the real revolutionary war is going on. We want to move past the war. We want to come into sovereign times. All right, let's go to power. Let's go to power. That's right. I can alter my course at any given moment. Yes, thank you for that. All right, now power. We know that real power isn't dominance, and power doesn't move. Power isn't doing all these jumping through hoops. It's alignment. And one thing about Sagittarius season, Sagittarius shows you where you have given your power away. This is what you're learning. And we're only hours into this, but it's showing you, or it shows you, or it will be showing you where you have given your power away. Where you have given it away to fear, where you have given it away to systems, and where you have given it away to other people's expectations. And most importantly, where you have given it away to old identities. Dun, 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 dun. It's 111. Clock it. Clock it. 111. Yeah. Where are you giving your power away? I'll be honest, most of you guys here, you pretty much know not to give your power away to fear. And you pretty much know not to give your power away to systems. You know, we kind of fight that if we're here. You pretty much know, the one about other people's expectations may be a little tricky. But the one that I think most of us who consider ourselves to be conscious doing the work, or whatever you want to call it, we give our power away to our old identity. What did Drake say? Did you forget? Did you forget? Did you forgot? You forgot? You know? And you find yourself in these situations where you're coming back saying, what did I miss? What did I miss? Where's Drake when I need him? What did I miss? You are giving your power away to your old identity. All of a sudden, something comes up, someone says something, and boop, there you go. You done did all of this work, and you done reverted back to 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Some of you go all the way back to when you were 10. When you were 10. You're giving your power away to old identities that you have already outgrown and transformed. Yeah. Be mindful of it because it's a real thing out here in these streets, right? Now, you know your power is returning to you when you stop overthinking, when you stop people pleasing, when you stop trying to be perfect, when you stop and when you start choosing, when you start choosing, and there's a power in that because there's a narrative that's going around on the planet that says you should just go with the flow. And I think sometimes it is good to go with the flow if you're part of the flow maker, because we're co creators. If I'm a part of creating the flow, then I will go with the flow. But I'm not going with a flow that I didn't create. I'm not. I'm not going with a flow that ain't my flow, that I'm not a part of it. And so I want you to know that sometimes when we are learning some of these spiritual and metaphysical teachings, we don't make this mistake that some predecessors have done with religion and other spiritual systems. You take things literal because it's not meant to be taken literal. You are a co-creator, and this is also what Sagittarius teaches you. You are a co-creator. So there is a responsibility in the creation of what's happening. And so I don't need to be in opposition of anything. Why would I create something to be in opposition of it? That means it's not my flow. So some of the things to think about. If you are reclaiming your power this season, I want you to type I hear me in chat. If you're reclaiming your power this season. This is also the seasons where your enemy will present itself. Into me, I see. I'm talking about that enemy. So remember that. Start choosing. Start choosing. That's when you know that your power is returning to you. Because truth be told, you cannot physically give your power to anyone. You can give your consent for someone to use your power. Sometimes you can give your consent to the wrong thing, to the wrong system, to your fears and to people and to things, and it can be used against you, but it's still your power. No one can really take your power, but you can give your power consent away. Okay. So let's pull a card for power because some of you are stepping into a whole new timeline and you're actually doing it right now. Imagine that. I love it. Look at this. Look at this. 1-1, the vibe of new. That's that new. And it says, you're on the right path. Trust where you are. I know you can feel that. You're on the right path. Trust where you are. Can't make that up. This is the card that came up. Let's go to the Imagine deck and see what comes up. Welcome in the building, King Simon. Good to see you. Let's see. I don't know why that keeps coming up. Whew, I love this. Look at this. Imagine if healing was simply the refusal to carry what was never yours. Imagine that. Imagine if healing was as simple as refusing to carry what was never yours. That's one to grow on. For power, we're not carrying something that was never ours. Thank you for the super chat donation, Walking Sun. Imagine that you refuse to carry. I'm not carrying no, them your bags. I'm not carrying that. I refuse to. I refuse to even entertain something that wasn't mine. Yeah. So, love, money, and power. Sagittarius season. I want you to think about those things: love, power, and money. All three of them. Go back, do the questions, just kind of play around with that, see how that comes out, because this is the channel that I got for Sagittarius season here. These are some things. This is going to help you navigate in this area. Now, before we move on to the Q&A, let me share this. Today, it was supposed to be tomorrow. It's supposed to be tomorrow, but it's today because your girl took a nap, woke up kind of late. I am going to be releasing a new wave of activation, of energy activation. It's going to be on the digital download site, on the PayHip site. Something that will help you stabilize your energy, really show you how to bring in some of these new light codes. It's going to be download. You'll be able to work with it independently on your own. It'll help you stabilize your energy. In fact, amplify your energy as well once you stabilize and ground your nervous system, to carry you clearly through to the end of the year into 2026. I'm not going to break it down tonight, but just know it was encoded with clarity, grounding, and spiritual precision, like off the Richter scales. And so, yeah, yeah, and I'm excited. I've been working with it for about a month now. So I'm excited for you guys to be able to get it and to be able to work with it. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the drop, because I am going to drop. And if you know you need this already, just type ready and let me know. That's going to get me motivated. Just say, Ms.Blue, we ready. We ready. We ready. And so that's going to be available sometime today or tomorrow. But it's ready now, but technically it's going to be unleashed for tomorrow. That'll be something. So here's what we're going to do now. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to be opening up for Q&A, and you can drop some questions. Here's some of the questions you can ask about love. You can ask about money, and you can ask about power, or you can ask some questions about navigating in this Sagittarius energy. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 So let's do it like this. You all tell me, Tell me, which lane do you want to go to into first? Do we want to talk about love? Do we want to talk about money? Or do we want to talk about power? It's up to you. Which one do you want to go through 1st? Mhm. Here's something else. We got to double back on this. I want to talk about this. I see a lot of you guys saying money, 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 love, love, money. But this is what we have to double back. A lot of people, and you all let me know, a lot of people will be choosing celibacy during this Sagittarius season. And I'm looking in chat. I see a question about twin flames, but most of your questions are about money and about power. I just wanted to know, I just kind of want to toss that out there because remember the brother came on and he talked to us about him being celibate. Pretty interesting conversation. May have to bring him back so he can talk about this energy because I was writing out some things for the futuristic group. And one of the things, once you guys get the monthly report, I'm going to be talking about some of these things in Sagittarius season. And one of the things that my guides led me to was there's going to be a lot of people choosing to be celibate. And they're going to be going into this heavy rotation of celibacy. hmm And I said, let me see. I know, right? Some of us have been on that trail, but I'm talking about you new news out there. Y'all know who we talking about. We talking about y'all new news, not those of you who've been on there. But this is going to be a new wave of individuals who are going to choose to be celibate. hmm I'm not talking about no, let me not say that. That's not nice. I'm not going to say it. We're going to get to the questions. Okay, so what question? Let's see what questions we going to go to. What questions we going to go to first? What questions y'all want to go? Did y'all decide which way we're going to go? Here is a question. Okay, let's see the question. Ah, uh, mhm. I've been having repeated dreams about this guy I went out with who happens to be a Sagittarius. I wake up feeling startled by them most times. Since they keep happening, what's the message? Let's tune in. Oh, let me get me a pad and a piece of paper. Aren't y'all glad I took a nap? We ain't gonna be here too long though. Let me keep an eye on the time. Let me keep an eye on the time here. We're not gonna be here too long. And I'm also gonna go to the Book of Answers for you. Let's anchor it here in the Book of Answers. Let's anchor it in the Book of Answers. Okay. So here's what the Book of Answers, the Book of Love in the Book of Answers says. It says, rub two things together and see if you can start a fire. So clearly, what this tells me is that you have strong feelings for this individual. You have strong feelings for this person. Now, one of the things I'm going to tell you about this situation, what I'm actually picking up. I'm picking up that you do have strong feelings for this person that you connected with, even though I don't feel like you two have a connection anymore. Like you do have a connection, but it's more of a friendship connection. And this person is truly here because this person really sort of taught you what type of person you would love to be in a relationship with. Like there are some qualities about this person that you actually like, and there's some other qualities about this person that you don't like because this person is very, very secretive. And this is one of the things that really kind of got you with this person. They're very secretive, but they want to know everything about you. And they were moving so fast in the relationship. Quite frankly, I see that you got a little startled and you got a little scared. Um, I would say if you still have an interest for this person, it's good to be friends with this person, but they're coming up so you can start to see what you require in a mate and someone you like. But I don't see this person as someone for you to be with. What you're reminiscing on is where you were, how you were feeling about yourself, how you were um, really kind of thinking about yourself when you were with this person. It seems like they were making you feel a certain kind of way and you felt good about yourself, but actually they were really trying to help you get out of your shell. And you did step out of your shell with this person. But this is not the person, you said, thank God. This is not the person for you. But I want you to sit down and write down those things that you did enjoy about this person because there were some things that you actually did enjoy and you learned a lot about yourself and about what you wanted in a relationship and what were some of the things that were non negotiable. You know what this actually is? Because I see you standing there, and hopefully I'm getting this correctly. And so even though I'm going to speak in terms of gender, let it apply how it applies to you. I actually see two men standing behind you. So I feel like there's an opportunity for you to meet some new people. In fact, I would recommend that before you go online, you sort of change your idea. And I'm not promoting you to date online or however you choose to do that, but I want you to keep saying that there are some incredible, very loving and supportive men um, out there for you and that they are looking for you. And that's the energy that I want you to have whenever you're going out. You could be going to the grocery store, you could be walking your dog, or you could just be going shopping, or, you just could be out and about. And I want you to have that, to know that there is someone out there. There's multiple people out there for you, and they are looking for you. They are looking for you. And that's going to help you expand your energy so you can be free to be yourself and free to move in your energy. Because right now, when I get in your energy, it's a little tight. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a little tight. You a little tight, when it comes to your heart and love and these kinds of things. Make sure you're making eye contact with whoever. If there's a person in front of you, I want you to look them in the eye. Get more of the eye contact because that's going to help you build your confidence and your self-esteem. Yeah. But this is coming up for you with this person because there was some things during that time frame. It wasn't about them. It was about how you felt about yourself. It was how you felt about yourself. And this is what's sort of swirling within your consciousness. It's saying, SG, get back into that for yourself. You know how you get all dressed out when you think you're going to be with somebody or somebody's going to be with you? And sometimes you do things for yourself that you will not do for you. I want you to start dating yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Prepare yourself for that. Get all dazzled up. I get dazzled up when I'm getting ready to get into bed. Don't matter. It's just me up in there. I get dazzled up, or what I call dazzled up, because that's some days that's flip flops, t-shirts, and a pair of jeans. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to see what you're saying here. I'm going to go back to that question. Yes. Beautiful. I went out to prove to myself in good enough to be out there. Absolutely. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yep. That's why I went out. Yes. So there you go. And I want you to keep doing that for yourself. But don't worry. I see two men hanging out in the background. So it's some good stuff out there for you. You know. Now you get it. You know that's what dating is about or should be about. I don't even know if people still date anymore because you have to learn what type of temperament you want in a mate. And if you don't give yourself a chance to do that, then how do you know if you're compatible with somebody or somebody is compatible with you when you don't have any experience in that? Because sometimes we have fantasies in our heads about what a relationship is about. But when circumstances and things, either everything is a no go or we go for everything. And this is why there's no gap, there's big gaps in between, and people find themselves in relationships that they would never really thought they would be in that are very unhealthy because we haven't given ourselves an opportunity to figure out our temperament and the temperament of the person that we're trying to be with and how that kind of mesh. And dating kind of gives you that opportunity to see that, to say, this isn't going to work for me. I know I don't like this in a partner, these kinds of things. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next question. It says, will I get the money I prayed for to help my family and travel? Well, it is possible to get it, but not just by praying, of course, but by doing the actions for your family. Here's the thing, I feel like the family will be able to get the money and the travel will happen, just not in the time frame that you want it to happen. But there are some things that you can be doing and you're doing that. So it's going to happen. I just feel like you have some very unrealistic time frames and very unrealistic amount of money. Here's another thing that I would encourage you to do. And I'm not promoting gambling, but I would say take about $10, no more, play the lottery. And the reason I say play the lottery, it could be the scratch off because I want you to understand that you're not taking a chance with your life. This is something you're actually working for. When you're praying for something, what you're doing is trying to align your frequency and energy so the universe can reflect back to you what you want. Think about what we covered here tonight. Are you doing this out of fear or do you have a direction of why you're doing this? And so you'll be better off to focus on the direction and not the money because money is just currency. It has to have a direction. And if you have fear, it's going to contract. It's going to go in reverse. It's going to go away. It's not coming towards you. So let's see if we can raise our frequency and vibration. Get excited about this project that you're doing. Excited about how this blessing can come to you in many different ways. Yes, you have to do the work. Yes, you have to take some action. But I think maybe doing like a little scratch off is a way that you can put some fun into it so you can stop making it so serious. Because right now you're so serious, money is trying to run. It current is going in the opposite direction because you're just so in such fear of this. Make it a game, make it fun. Just get excited about this and just kind of keep going into this. Yeah. Mhm. All right, let's see. Um Let's see. Um, Ooh, I love this question. I'm gonna go to it because King Simon asked. King Simon said, "Should people travel to date or be bi coastal in these times?" I think it depends. I think it depends. I think we shouldn't limit ourselves. You know, the person that you love and love you could live on the other side of the world and vice versa. But I also think that whenever you start putting these constraints in there, that's when things go a little wrong. If you're open to meeting someone and you want to date, I say just be open to it. Be realistic about it to a degree because everybody may not be able to travel and to go somewhere, but be open. Open to somebody in your neighborhood, be open to someone you work with, be open to someone, in the next city over. Don't limit it or expand. I think you should just say you're open, and how that comes, you're more interested in the right type of energy coming than the location of the energy. Now we know in astrophotography, you can look at certain lines and it can tell you where more than likely, it's a way that we can look at different charts and we can see where there's more probable energy. But I also want you to understand that we are moving the map, the world map. That's why there's so many maps throughout history. We are moving the world map as you move. As you walk on the planet, we are opening new ley lines and pathways. You go to visit your nearby city, you are opening that ley line and that pathway, right? That is changing the energy and frequency based on your consciousness that you are bringing to the landmass. Each and every single one of you, you have changed the frequency of your city, your town, your country, your continent because of the work that you've done on yourself. Some of you may be living in a place where the frequency and vibration may have been very, very low. You might have noticed over the couple of years, your city, your town, your state, your country has become more famous. It's become more active. Things have happened in your town and city that people said 10, 15, 20 years ago, this never happened. We are changing that. So I think you should stay open. I think you should stay open to wherever that may come and allow yourself the opportunity to, explore. I think that would be a great option. Yeah. All right. And I'm just choosing questions, you guys, because I can't figure out how I can get to the questions, but I'm going to see if I can get to them. I'm in a new relationship, but they're so lax that it feels foreign. I can't tell how invested I should be. I think both of us are operating based on previous relationships traumas. Yeah. Here's the thing. If you're in a new relationship, the question I want you to ask yourself is, how did you get here? Because you're not dating, you're in a relationship. And it's nothing wrong with the person being very relaxed, but you need to understand, what are we doing here? What are we what's the direction? Remember, Sagittarius season, and it wants to have something deep. We're coming out of Scorpio. You want something you can feel, you want something deep. So you can't tell how invested you should be, then it means you're not invested. Respectfully, if you can't tell how invested you are, you're not invested. And I think you should really think about, why did you get into the relationship with this person? A person that is so lax, as you call it. Are they laxed or are they not interested? Is it past relationship trauma for you? And if it is for them, then I think you should work on your self love, because that's what I see you're missing here. is that you really need a healthy sense of self love and not allow someone who may have an ulterior motive for being in this relationship with you. Because right now, what I feel is that this is a situation of convenience and not so much love. And if you're looking for something committed and love, then I need you to look at yourself first. And right now, you don't have that for yourself. So it's going to be very challenging, not impossible, to be in a relationship and be invested with that kind of energy. Because it's a difference between saying we're dating, we're seeing each other, we're getting to know each other. If I'm in a relationship with you, then there was some sort of commitment, and you two skip past that and you went straight into the benefit part of having a relationship, the security of saying, I have someone and someone has me. But now that you're here, nobody's invested in taking the relationship to another level, and you need to get some clarity. But before you go challenge the clarity with your partner, challenge the clarity with yourself. How did I even get here? And what is it that I'm really looking for and that I really want? Because I guarantee you, you didn't disclose that, or that was a blurred line when you got in this relationship. And so, really just kind of look at that. I'm not saying that you should get out of the relationship. I just feel like these are two people who don't know each other for real. And so you're still in the performance level. Y'all are performing for convenience at this time. And so you're looking for something real, but that realness has to come from you first. So check in with yourself, do some self love, explore how did I get here? And one of the questions we answered here tonight, or I gave to you guys to answer, is what is it that I really want? Can I be honest about what I really want? And if you cannot be honest about what you really want and you have not done that in this relationship, then you understand what's going on. You understand what's going on. Yeah. So good luck to you. Okay. Oh, let me go to the love book. Let's go to the love book of answers. Let's go to the love book of answers. Mm. All right. Love book of answers says call now. Call that person now. Call them. Have a conversation. Call them. Remember that you want to check in with you too first, and then give them a call. So if they give you this, we not going to be, this lackadaisical, we not moving too fast and we doing this, and, they start to do that kind of thing, then you know that this is more about convenience, playing safe, feeling secure, and surface. And if you're looking for something real, you're going to have to get real with you first. Yeah. Good luck to you. All right. Chocolate Thunder from Down Under. And I'm just jumping around, you guys. Let me see if I can get the questions for y'all get me. Because I feel like y'all going to get me. Y'all like, Miss Blue, you're not going in order. Hold on. Let me see. It should be a way I can. That ain't it. I think I'm getting this mixed up with something else. Let's see. Miss Blue, I have been working on moving myself. I've been happy day to day. I just had an opportunity to start. Real estate life is changing. Overcame an addiction. Congratulations. Real estate alignment, 11 life path Aries. Okay, good for you. Good for you. First of all, Chocolate Thunder from Down Under. I love that name. And I'm a chocolate lover, so I love that. Um, you've been working on moving myself. Okay. So, what's your question? Tell me your question, Chocolate Thunder from Down Under. Tell me your question because you're telling me this here, but I want you. I know I don't have any Godiva, but it is a Godiva night for sure. Uh, what is your real question you want to know? What do you want to know? You want to be happy, but tell me what your real question is, and real estate, is that a good alignment? Only if you love it, only if you get excited about it. And I can tell you right now, you're not really excited about it. But I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up, that going forward, because you need something to invest yourself in. By going forward in real estate, you're going to discover what you really truly love. You're going to do that. You're going to meet some people. They're going to introduce you to some other people. You're going to, you're going to be able to find your way. It is a way for you. When we have these different alignments, whether they're astrological alignments, whether they're based on our astrology chart, numerology chart, or things that we find within our divine blueprint, it doesn't mean that that's what you should do. It means that this is something you can anchor yourself in life. Free will is the greatest will that exists even outside of all space and time. But this is always where you can find home base. So when someone says, oh, you're Aries and you could do real estate, or you're 11 and you should do this, or you're 5 and you're 6 and you do good at this, it doesn't mean that's what you're going to do. It's letting you know this is where you can find your home base and you can anchor yourself. And from here, you can then go on to create. Many of us are here to create. We are creating in the world where things did not exist. And so a lot of these systems, not that they're outdated, but they need to be updated by new thinkers, by visionaries who understand and can see it in a different scope. Because you can't keep telling me old 19th century things based on an ancient system that hasn't been updated. And so it's letting you know that when it comes to land and real estate and working with these things of people having ownership and connecting with people with ownership, because usually in the land is where people build things, sometimes things that have never been built before. So you're great at starting things and helping people to get started with things in their life. But often the polarizing side to that is you have a hard time getting started with something in your life. And so this real estate is a great anchor for you because it's going to put you on your path to be the first. Because most times when we're helping people with real estate, what ends up happening is that people end up saying, this is the first time I've ever done it. This is the first time I've ever done this. And this is the first time I've ever done that. First time I bought a home. First time we lived in this city. First time we've done that. And so that's a lot of that energy. I wanted to start a spiritual healing in our native reservation. I see real estate as a way to start. So absolutely, this is trying to get you started. So no question about it. Like I said, I think you will start here and it's going to lead to something else. So congratulations on kicking your addiction, because that's a big feat. It's letting you know that you are ready for what is next for you in your life. You are ready. You are ready for what's next for you in this life. Mhm. I noticed some big players. I was so happy when I sold my first house. Congratulations. And congratulations on the Spiritual Healing Center. So I really think you're in divine alignment. So this is amazing. You have to definitely come back and let us know how this continues to pan out for you, which I'm sure you have a direction and a focus. And so, yes, like I said, this is going to be a great start place for you. It is a place that naturally takes you and puts you back into alignment. And so that's what you can use these career markers for. They will, when they align with you astrologically, it doesn't mean that that's what you're going to do. It's letting you know that this is going to be your foundation, your home base. And if you ever need to relaunch yourself, reinvent yourself, be reborn again, go back into these spaces because it's a natural flow for you and you will be able to get yourself back on track. It's kind of like the GPS system rerouting you. Rerouting. I love it. Okay, I've been really thinking about my grandmother that I'm named after. Oh, I love that. Who I never met. I can feel her so much lately. Are there any messages from her? Well, definitely. And she's been sending you messages, and I know you can hear the messages from your grandmother that you're named after. Interesting enough. Who recently had a doctor's appointment? Because she's bringing up something about a doctor's appointment, a doctor's visit. So I don't know if it was you, one of your children, or someone, but she's taking me sort of to this doctor's office. Like it looks like a doctor's office, right? Could be a dentist, but I'm really feeling doctor's office. Your grandmother is taking me there, and she wants you to know that everything is going to work itself out. Work itself out. There is some changes that need to go on, but there are some things that you're going to have to start doing different. But she's excited for you in this new journey, and she's, yeah, real excited for you in this new journey. And this is all about health and wellness. And she's equating this health to the wealth. And she's saying this health is to the wealth. The more that you make this shift, and I don't feel like it's just going to be for you. I feel like it's going to be you and the family. Like there's something you will be doing different. Within your own family, like it's something you guys are just kind of made this agreement that you're going to start doing. That's a little different here. That really is going to help. But your grandmother is there. She's here for support, and she's definitely here speaking to you and loving on you and the whole entire family. Our ancestors definitely are around us all the time. We feel them even more closely during this time of the year, right? During this time of the year, we feel our ancestors so much close to us, and it's a time of remembrance for them. And this happens during the season because we're going inward. And whenever we're going inward, we're triggering, those things of our intuition, our DNA, and all of these different things. And yeah, yeah, yes, I have land and want to build a spiritual structure for healing. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And also make sure you're taking care of your health and well-being, and definitely, not, and I know the mental, the spiritual, the physical, the whole health and well-being. But she's showing me this building. It does look like some sort of clinic, some sort of office that is there. So, congratulations to you and the family. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. All right. I caught a lady staring at me, and the next night in my dream, she walked up to me, and I couldn't move or talk or recite Anabaka. And I woke up. Any insight? So two things. The woman who was staring at you, you were staring at her. This was someone that your paths have crossed in a past life. Um, and in a past life, you two were connected as siblings in a past life. And you just kind of seen her soul pass. And when I say her soul passed, and I'm just going to tell you what I got, perhaps this person is in the midst of transitioning and you got a chance to see them. Uh, you got a chance to see them before they passed away. And that individual is going to be passing on their gifts to you. When a soul leaves the collective, and I'm not talking about the large collective, but when souls leave, they can pass on sort of their lessons, things they've learned, their gifts and talents, their multisensory abilities. They can pass that on to individuals in their bloodline, people who are close to them, or people who are a part of their oversoul group or in their spiritual group. We've seen this when I remember when Aretha Franklin passed away and they took um, one of her songs and they broadcast it from the center of our Milky Way galaxy. That was a way of that energy coming back to the collective. When Michael Jackson made his transition, remember how they had lights all over the world and everybody was lighting it up because his soul was coming into the consciousness. And sure enough, we have babies that are still being born at this time and little children that was not alive during Michael's time. And these children are coming out. They can dance like Michael. Immediately they hear the music. They take to him. Some of them can sing like him, even though they don't look like him. Some of them have strong attributes and strong connections with him. Well, we are a larger soul group and we have a larger connection, deeper than we think here. And so this woman, what I'm picking up, what spirit is showing me and what I can see, you two were siblings in a past life. And in this particular life, because we don't always connect back with ourselves, when we say, like everyone who listens here, if you've come across this broadcast, we have all existed at one time in the same space. Otherwise, we would not be connected with each other. But that doesn't mean that we knew each other on a personal or intimate neighbor. It's just like everyone who lives in your state. Just because you all live in California, New York, Chicago, Texas, wherever you live or whatever country, London or wherever, it doesn't mean you know everyone there, but there are people who were alive at the same time that you're alive. And this is a woman who you two were siblings, but in this lifetime, there was not that sort of direct connection, but you're still in the same oversoul group. And so the lady you seen staring at you, that soul is about to make their transition. And a lot of times they will be looking for someone to pass their gifts and talents on to if they don't have a deeper connection with either maybe they don't have children or maybe they don't have people in their family they want to and they want to or they want to bless someone else. And so her showing up in your dream was just her getting ready to make her transition. It wasn't anything evil. And, one of the things I've learned, and when I was little, my mother would tell me this: you only know someone is staring at you because you're staring at them, right? It doesn't happen unless the two are connected. And so that's what it is. I would say give yourself about a week or so. See if you start having profound clarity, insight, or you find yourself being connected to something that maybe you wanted to do but never could do, and then all of a sudden you can do it. It could be as simple as maybe you always wanted to make this particular dish, but you never could get it right. And because she's taking me to cooking herbs and different things of this nature, and maybe they had a skill for that and they passed that skill on to you. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I love that. You have to let me know how that turns out. Ms. Blue, I am currently in a relationship, and honestly, at first it felt amazing, but now I'm not sure what's going on. It feels like spiritual warfare. Can you shed some insight? Mm. It's definitely not spiritual warfare, not in the typical sense. But what it is that it's really asking you to decide, is this what you really want? And if so, how can you make it work? Is this what you really want? And if so, how can you make it work? And congratulations on being in a relationship. Give yourself the freedom to know if you stay, you can stay. If you go, you can go, but you're free to move about. You're free to move about. This is going to be a rocky time for relationships in general for you because you're just coming out of a rebirth period. And so now you have to make sure that you are being present in the moment. And if this is really what you want, and if it is what you really want, then how can you make it work? Right? Because it can only be a war if two people are fighting. It's not a war if one person is fighting. And so bring yourself back and really ask, is this what I really want? And can I have this? Do I want this more than I want to work with my career or work with what I'm building? Or can they go hand in hand? And is this someone that can support me in what I'm doing and I can support them in what they're doing? Because what I'm feeling here is some of this you've outgrown. And if you've outgrown it, then it's time for it to come to light. In fact, Sagittarius is going to force it to come to light. So, those are the two questions to ask yourself. Is this what I really want? And if the answer is yes, how can I make it work? How can I make it work? Right? Because a relationship is not supposed to feel like spiritual warfare. I think Hollywood has us embezzled. I think unhealthy relationships that we all grew up, so many of us seeing being a part of witnessing, we've been taught that love is something you must fight for, is something you must earn and you must work. And I'm not saying relationships don't take work because they do. But if you're in a current relationship, we not doing all this fighting. We not doing all this working. We not even in the stage where this needs to be an issue. And if we're not on the same team fighting, then is this what we really want? Because fight for what? It's 8.5 billion people on the planet. Fight for what? Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Thank you, Miss Blue. That is truly how I feel. I need to center myself, gain clarity, and move accordingly. Absolutely. That's it. That's it. Move accordingly. That's it. I love it. So true. Laugh out loud. People are looking at me when I'm looking at them because if I'm not looking, I would never know. Right. Yes. So true. Excellent questions, you guys. I'm going to go back up because I'm not going in order. Let me go here. Super on point, Ms. Blue. I was born with a hernia and I will get an operation on January the 2nd. I am a caregiver to a 83-year-old with Alzheimer's. Oh, bless your heart. And have been organizing help for you to care for them. Okay, so this is the one about your grandmother coming to you. Let me go back up. I must have missed some of your beautiful questions here. Okay, there's your spiritual building. And then you said, my grandmother saw me in my pre op appointment. Okay, because I knew she took me into a doctor's office. And I was like, okay, she's taking me into a doctor's office, said there is some healing that has to take place and some things for you to do. And you know that hernia itself is about you straining, forcing too much in life. So I love that you are getting help um, as a caregiver. And thank you so much for being a powerful caregiver. But you also need to have time to caregive for yourself, right? To caregive for yourself. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. To get some help to take care of you. Yes. And this is why your grandmother is coming to you. And she's seen you at that appointment. And she said there is some changes that's going to be going on. And uh, uh, get, you know, get the, to get the help that you need. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Congratulations. Okay. I didn't get that feel at all. That's fine. That's fine. Um, and you're free to not agree with what I'm picking up on. And I say this honestly because most of us have been taught so many fearful things in this world that our mind instantly goes to fear. And it's been the greatest power energy cycle of this planet is to keep you locked in fear, to think that everything that happens to you, it is something that can hurt you. It is something that can harm you. And I'm not saying that there's not stuff out here that shit that can't harm you and shit that can't make you get a little fearful. But that's not always the case. Some of it is just a programming to keep you playing small, to keep you giving your power away, to keep you stuck, and to keep you in check. You know, it's like the matrix is coded with fear to keep you checked because you stay stuck in your mind with it. And the mind is so limited that it sees everything as a threat. Remember the conscious mind where a part of the ego lives, and all the ego is not bad, but understand that a big portion of the ego is that. No, I know you didn't disagree. I'm speaking to the whole collective here. You said in the dream it was so strong it made me cry waking up. Well, thank you for that clarity, because the crying, I really feel that that soul is about to make their transition. And that was a sibling that you once were siblings in a past life. That is powerful. I want you to really write that down, remember that, and see in a week from now, what goes on, what happens. It's something, it doesn't happen often. I haven't seen it often. I've been doing this work for 2 decades, but it does happen. Um, yeah, I think you're going to get blessed with even more blessings than you already have at this time. Yeah, that was a powerful experience for you to have. Yeah, yeah. Whew, let's see. Christine says, my birthday is next week. Oh my goodness. We got a Sag in the building. I'd love to receive any messages from my guides around money, around power, and around love. Ooh, I'm going to need you to pick a team, Christine. What do they want me to know as I step into my new season? They want you to choose. You've got to choose, what will this new season be for you? Choose. That's real simple. Choose. And I mean, go beyond your wildest dreams. Mm-hmm. Mm. Go beyond your wildest dreams. Mm-hmm. Go beyond your wildest dreams. Yeah, yeah. Go beyond your wildest dreams. Wow. I love it. Hold on, you guys. I gotta hit somebody back. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me get to some more questions here. All right. Divine Diva 1166. I love that name. I want to completely level up my money game. I'm living comfortably. Ooh, but I want to live a life of luxury. What should I do? I'm hoping to attract my divine counterpart. Well, that's a way. uh, Not an easy way. If you want to level up your money game, your finance game, then do what you love. Because once you start doing what you love, money becomes a byproduct, and you will have infinite financial and abundance and blessings, which also would include a counterpart. So make sure you are putting what you love into the mix, because then your bank account has no limit. The limit is only within you. And so it's nothing wrong with wanting to live a life of luxury, because you can live a life of luxury no matter what status you're at. Luxury doesn't have money attached to it per se. You could be living a life of luxury, right? When you are doing what you love, when have the type of environment that you want, when you are investing in yourself and the things that you want, you can have a life of luxury and be money broke, but you could be living in the lap of luxury. But understand the limitation comes from you. You understand? When you do what you love, you get what you want, right? Because you are creating it. So that's the power of loving yourself, of doing things that you love. And it doesn't have to be everything, but it does need to be. We live in a time where you can do what you love. Do what you love, because that's where you're going to get this limitless, and you'll be able to create the life you love when you're doing what you love. And that's kind of a tricky question in a way, because truth be told, and I work with a lot of people don't know what they love. Go figure. That's why self-love is the greatest love on the planet. And by the way, you can still get in the self-love class if you choose. You can, but doing what you love, doing what you love, that's the key there. Mm-hmm. All right. Lay Fairy says, I have this ongoing telepathic with my classmates and peers, and for what I'm creating, which group or classmate is better, and why this cat is staring at me. That's about 5 questions. Which one you want me to answer? If you're having telepathic conversation with your class and peers for what you're creating, which classmate or group is better? Better for what? For what you're creating? Ask them. Ask who's interested. If you're doing telepathic communication, ask them who's interested. Who would be interested in what I'm creating and what I'm doing? And then take a poll. Matter of fact, get you a notebook for all of your telepathic communications. Speak to them and ask them. You know, cats communicate with us. Matter of fact, I often tell parents with young children, particularly if they have children who don't speak early, for these children to be around cats or get them a cat, because cats teach us how to communicate telepathically. And they also help you with your intuition to become more multisensory, to amp up the multisensory abilities. Mhm. Yeah, cats do that. That's what cats do. So that's what you want to do. You want to just ask them. You want to ask them, and you want to talk to the cat, just like you're talking to your classmates and your peers, and they will answer. Hmm. They will answer you. Mm, let me see this question. I think I missed it. What does it say? What is the spiritual meaning of scoliosis? Huh. So, energetically, um, 2 things. Oh, I missed I'm gonna go back up to these questions. I see a lot of it. I see a lot of this. I see a lot of it. Let's see. Okay. But I wanna get this question. So, 2 things. If the person was born with scoliosis, um, then one of the things that I will say, this is lifetimes of carrying what isn't yours, what isn't theirs. They have spent lifetimes. So, energetically, I want you to think about this. This is about twisting to accommodate someone else's emotional weight. Um, it's it's the bending of the spine as if it's trying to shield the heart, to protect their heart or protect their solar plexus. you know? This is the body, and this soul is coming back into this lifetime to learn. I want to stand in my own direction. I want to have my own direction. Mhm. And these are souls that are so sensitive to other people's expectations. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. 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 It's not a punishment. I've worked with clients who have this disorder. It's more of a pattern. This is somewhat of a pattern. And patterns can be rewired with awareness, with breath work, with strengthening, with releasing, and of course, doing some other kinds of work. But this is scoliosis here of this. I'm not sure if the person is still here who asked this question. Uh huh. Yeah. Mm hmm. 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 Think about it like this, the heart chakra encompasses um, the spine too, the back of the heart chakra. That's here. And, the, you know, the spine is the central channel of communication between our earthly self and our higher self. These two coming together. But this is lifetime after lifetime of carrying what wasn't yours, you know? Yeah. Mhm. This this is a gap between truth and action, and it's a pattern that has been running. It's a pattern. And I'm reading the energy here and just kind of looking into it. Mhm. Mhm. Excellent to be able to do things, breath work, um, red light therapy that is there, and a lot of understanding about their sensitivity, the sensitivity to energy, the sensitivity um, to emotions and other people's emotions and problems of the world. Like, I wouldn't recommend this person never watch the news. No news, please. No news. Okay? Nothing. Because this is a sensitive soul that is so sensitive to the expectations of other people's expectations of them, you know, and trying to shield their hearts and, you know, wanting to stand in their own direction and take power over their own life and feeling powerless. You know? You don't watch the news, not the typical news, but don't even social media news, which I think can be even more polarizing at times and traumatizing than what we think of traditional ABC, CBS, and NBC news, because it's a whole lot going on social media. But this is a pattern. So, strengthening, breath work, yoga, if it can be done, red light therapy, and, understanding about your power and self love. All of these things are going to be so powerful and really, really healing this and transforming this energy. Yeah. So, there you go. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Thank you as well. Thank you as well. Okay. Let's see. Veda, Ms. Blue, I would love to know why when I fall asleep sometimes, I feel a powerful zapping energy, not quite sleep paralysis, but makes me feel spiritually vulnerable. And it happened today. That sounds exciting. A big part of this is Kundalini energy that you're feeling this Kundalini energy and you're in between slipping off into the conscious world, into the conscious world. So you're going into the astro realm and you're leaving and you're actually feeling it before you leave. And what you're feeling is your Kundalini energy. A part of that Kundalini energy, Veda, that you're feeling um, as you're leaving your body and coming back into your body, which I think is pretty profound. I think the next time that that happens, what I want you to do is just see if you can consciously take a deep breath in and let it out nice and slow in there. So it's just that your mind has an awareness. But this usually happens to people certain times of the year and certain cycles where there is a habit or a pattern that you're trying to let go of. And usually it's something around fear, right? It doesn't have to be fear of sleeping or going to sleep, but something in your life that you had some fear around and you're trying to break that fear. And this is you being very conscious and so sensitive to the energy moving through your body because you got new pathways that are going on and you can kind of feel the zapping, as you call it, power of coming through. So I want you to think about in your life what belief, what habit, what fear have you recently got over, came to a realization that you don't need to fear this anymore, or that this fear is not real? It was a mind made emotion. Or what are you working on releasing? What are you working on repatterning within yourself? So there's something that you're working on, and that energy, when we're doing this internal work, we see it, we don't see it physically, but there can be physical changes that occur. This is what energy medicine is all about. One of the quickest ways to heal the physical body is through the etheric body. It's not even touching the physical body. That's why things like Reiki, energy healing work, which is some of the work that I do. I'm a certified Reiki master and a certified holistic practitioner. All of these energy modalities, sounds and frequencies and vibration, these things can change who we are. It can heal us. It can transform us. It can disrupt us. That's true. But it can also heal us as well. And so the work that you're doing on the inside, one of the reasons, quote unquote, is called work is because there is really subatomical and physiological changes that are occurring because of the work that you're doing. Like it's a real change. If science were to put you under a microscope, measure your thoughts, measure your energy, they could see the shifts and changes and things that are occurring down to the subatomical level, particles, how you can even heal yourself or facilitate great healing within yourself. That's why we know that all dis-ease, meaning the body is at dis-ease, disruption, occurs internally in the mind before it shows up in the physical. And the reverse is the same as well. When you want to change your life, you have to go within to change your life. You can't change your life outside your life. Even though we think we can get more money, we can get love, we can get power. And we say, oh, we want to change our life. Well, you have to, for it to be sustainable, the work has to be done on the inside. And when it's done from the inside, that is where the stability comes. So you don't lose the foundation, you only continue to grow with the foundation. So there you go. So that's cool. That's cool. Let's see somebody else. Mm, great question. K Cutie Pie Tutu. Love the name, sis. How can we increase our awareness when our spirit guides are communicating, listening and taking action and trusting ourselves? This is how you increase the communication. That's how, by listening. So when my guides are like my guides were, get up, wake up. You got to go do a show. You need to live stream tonight. Get up, go do a show. I listen. When I listen, this is how I got the whole message for the show tonight. Taking action on those things. Remember your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your higher self. It's all coming from you. It's all coming from you. Even when you are connecting with angels, connecting with the gods and the goddesses, you are just connecting with a portion of your subconscious that information is being channeled through. You're not giving your power to your guides, to your ancestors. You're not turning over your power to anyone. This is just the method of the communication coming into you from the unconscious, your unconscious. Remember, we all come from source, we all come from one. So these are just different forms of light streams of consciousness coming into you from your unconscious mind. Eventually, we will become conscious enough that we will trust ourselves. We will take action on the things. We will know our powers, and not that we will never, ever need these connections. We will just have a deeper gratitude and understanding for what they really are. And so that's how you're going to build that deeper connection. That's how you're going to build it, is one, by understanding that this is coming from you're unconscious of this. Because first of all of your soul is too wide, it's too big. You know how Beyonce sings about the ego? Um, your soul is too big to fit in your body. We only bring a portion of our soul here. This is what channeling is about, because you're channeling from source. You're channeling from where all is one. And you're channeling a portion of that stream of consciousness to come in. But because we have not evolved ourselves enough, we have guides, we have ancestors that act as mediums. Like I'm a medium, I'm a psychic medium. Many of you may do mediumship work here. We are the ones who can read this language between the two worlds and bring that through. Ancestors are a medium to help you channel this energy back into you. In fact, your whole soul is so big it cannot even fit on planet Earth. So to strengthen that, when your guides, spirit guides are connecting with you, listen and take action, because it's coming from you. See, once you know that it's coming from a part of your unconscious, then we cut all the bullshit out. We cut the foolishness out. All this, I'm going to scare your ass and I'm going to do something hateful and it's evil shit going on. What you're really saying is, this is constantly floating in your subconscious. And that's why you want to get to the higher self. So keep trusting yourself and keep taking action. And that's how you're going to strengthen the communication. And then the acknowledgement of it, the acknowledgement of where you got the information from. A lot of times we play tricks with our minds, but really the acknowledgement that, wow, my spirit guides kind of led me to this, or my spirit guides assisted me with this. because we truly do have spirit guides, but your spirit guides are specialists. They are master teachers in you. They have been with you through many lifetimes and they know all about you and they know all about what's in the best interest for you. They are like the perfect assistant you could ever have. They're only going to do what you request them to do, period. They not going to go to the left and do their own thing. They're not going to be looking out for themselves. They're not doing that. Their whole purpose is you. That's it. They are your only ride or dies. You say left, they'll remind you, remember you did say you wanted to go right. But if you want to go left, we going left with you. We going straight to the left with you. We going right with you. And we're not going to give you no back talk. We're not going to bully you. We're not going to gaslight you. We're not going to scare you in the middle of the night. We gonna make you feel as loved as you need to be loved. And we going left, right with you. We're not going to keep saying we told you so. We're not doing none of that. We're going left with you. It's your world and they are just here to support you and love you. They want the best for you. The best for you. They want you to accomplish all your dreams. All you have to do is ask for help, and they will get that information for you and they will send you a sign. You just have to be open to receive. And I think your question is so perfect, K Cutie Pie 22, because I started it out with that. That's one of the hardest things for humans to do is to ask for help. We don't want to do it. We don't want to ask for help. And even when we ask for help, we gaslight it. Oh, I already knew that. I was thinking that. Oh, I was going to do that anyway. Okay. 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 And thank you for the super chat donation. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Ah, ah. My heart keeps palpitating. What does it mean for me right now? You have butterflies. It reminds me of the song by Michael Jackson where he says, "You give me butterflies, you're getting butterflies." And this butterfly is in anticipation of what is to come, of some of the things in your life are drastically changing. Interesting enough, I see a door and I see a suitcase. So this tells me one or two things. Are you moving? Because it's giving you're moving. It's giving that you're going to move or someone's moving in because the luggage is by the door. And usually when I see the luggage by the door, either you're moving or someone's moving in. But there is a move in store, a possible move. And it could be 6 to 7 months out, or you're thinking about moving. So it's some exciting times ahead. And I want you to breathe through it. Plus, you're going through yet another Kundalini expansion. And so I would definitely recommend some beautiful grounding work, some journaling. Take a look at your thoughts. And I'm going to step out on a limb. And I'm also going to tell you what I'm picking up. I'm picking up that what you're also feeling is Mother Earth, Gaia, that there's an earthquake coming. It's a pretty big earthquake that might even bring along some floods, possible tsunami. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That there is something coming. Um, it could even be underwater. Could be Hmm. Could be, yeah, could be an earthquake, tsunami. It Oh, no, I hope that's not it. You said, "Yes, you're right, I might have to move." Listen, that just came in. Um, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I pray. Yeah, I pray that, all is well, but that vision just came in. Might be, um, even a volcano. Yeah, yeah, it might be. It just might be. Mm, mm. Your heart's been doing it for the last 2 hours, and it hasn't stopped. I don't pick up that it is anything medical, but I'm sure you know what to do if you felt that was the case. I think this is you have a strong connection with Earth and the planet. And I don't know, someone Google, see what's going on now because that vision just came in strong, like strong, 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 like strong, like let me sip on my liquid magic. Strong, strong. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Strong, like very strong, very, very strong, strong and clear. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Veda, for your super chat donations. I see you guys. Thank you all for the super chat donations. Whoo, that took a turn. Yes, Andrometer rising. I know, Davina, Andrometer is rising. So, yeah, someone Google, see what's going on. Um wow. Wow. Did I see the Golden Gate Bridge? No, I didn't. I didn't see the bridge. I didn't see the bridge. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely energetic. Here's what I would say to you. Calmly see if you could go in the energy and see if you can send it calmly back down into the earth. See if you can calmly send it back down into the earth. Just very calmly. When Jamaica, when all of the hurricanes was coming and all of you guys helped us to move that energy, Melissa, back out into the ocean as best we could. Um, mhm, mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. See if you can do that. See if you can calmly move it. And all of my earth, wizards, let's see if we can calmly move this energy back down into the earth. And not that we're stopping nature, right? But we created this reality. And so there's times where we can move things back down into the earth. Just visualize pulling the energy down and slowly, you have to do it slowly though, very slowly sending it back down into the center of the earth. Yeah. See if you can do that. Yeah. Powerful, powerful new diamond, powerful. Whew. All right. Coffee with Jen says, my 44th birthday is on 11/28. Well, happy born day on that 111. Is it 111? 8, 9, 10? Yeah, 111. claiming it to be my most abundant year, shifting into my new life. Any insight from my ancestors at this time? Let me see. 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 Hmm. Yeah. You're going to be moving into, well, you're already in there in a personal year of 3, which is really all about creativity. It's about expression. It's about the Trinity. It's about things coming together. And it's a highly activated year for you. That 4-4 energy that is there, it's going to speak to a new foundation for you. And, right now, what you're being challenged with, this is why you're feeling so emotional, is because the old you is trying to die and you keep trying to go back. You just keep trying to hold on to the old you. And so, I would encourage you to really let it go. Let the old you know. Throw a party. I hope you are going to celebrate your 44th birthday in a very big way and that you are willing to allow yourself to grow. You are allow yourself to grow and to evolve, which you have. You've been doing the work and growing and evolving, but you really surrender and come out of fear. Come out of so much fear of living, so much fear of being, so much fear of failing, so much fear of holding yourself back. Because this is what your ancestors are saying. You want everything to be so picture perfect. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to do things. It's okay to not have things right, but give yourself a chance to step outside of your boundaries. When I see that 4-4, it speaks to boundaries because you think about a box, a square is 4 sides. And so you're being asked to step outside of those boundaries. Can you come outside of these boundaries that you have put yourself in and live your life? Live your life. Stop waiting for the other foot to fall. Stop waiting for something bad to happen. Stop waiting, period, and start living. Give yourself permission to be free, to just be free, to live, to love, and to be free. That's it. No judgment, just to live and be free. Mhm. And be free. And be free. Yeah. Yeah. Powerful. Powerful. Oh, there's your woo. There you go, Coffee with Jen. So good to see you. So good to see you. I want to say thank you so much for the super chat donation. And thank you as well for the super chat donation. Peace. I must confront my sister or move on. Hmm. I think it would be good for you to sit down, write your sister a letter, and put it all out there. Don't send it to her. You keep it. And then afterwards, at the end, I want you to sign it and release it. And release it. Because who you're setting free is not your sister. You're setting yourself free. But sign it, release it, burn it, allow that energy to transmute. And then you'll realize that you've been moved on. Right now, you just don't realize you've been moved on. That situation from your sister, you've been moved on. But it's like burying something in the ground. You keep digging it up. And this is what happens when we've been hurt, when we've been betrayed, and when things have been done to us. We keep bringing it back up. So we keep reliving the situation over and over again. If you want to confront your sister, I want you to honestly ask yourself, confront her to do what? So you can make her feel what you felt, so she can understand how you feel and really care. I think there is power in being able to speak your truth, but only when we can understand the truth and how we played a role in our own truth. I think it's more powerful for you to be able to call your power back from this situation before you attempt to confront your sister. And so once you realize that you have been moved on from this situation, you just keep going back to it. And so I agree, there needs to be a letting go. There needs to be a release of this. But where the confront comes, which is a confrontation, you must have that with yourself first and recognize the role that you're still playing in this situation and realize that you have moved on beyond it. I think it is good that we are able to speak our truth. And we can do it in a way that doesn't keep causing collateral damage. Or we do it in a way where we don't allow someone else to feel like they have power over us, because that is a simple lie. We do it from a position of having our power and owning our truth and sharing what we need to share with the other person and leading with love. Otherwise, we have entered into what we call a karmatic loop. And so now you're setting yourself up for a future situation where the roles now reverse and we keep going back through the same thing over and over again. So, what you're actually feeling right now is that you're ready to get out of the loop. And so, let this be your confirmation that you've been out of the loop. You've been moved on. You just keep going back. And what you're really saying is that you're ready to, you no longer want to keep going back to this. So I would say, put it all on paper, unedited, unfiltered, write it all out. And I want you to read it back and sign your name and then burn it. Ask the ancestors to transmute the energy into something of a higher vibration. And then give yourself some time and see if you still want to confront your sister. And then I'm sure you'll come to the realization that you have already moved on. Mhm. That you've already moved on. Yeah. Take a look at it. Mhm. Mm. We're going to have to come back to Daniel and helping Daniel. Mhm. Mhm. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we going up on 2 hours here. Mhm. Mhm. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Whew, I know, right? Why do I feel like I didn't answer this question already? I think my, thing has to be behind because that's a older question. I wanna say thank you to everyone for the super chat donations. We're gonna get ready to get out of here because you guys know when we get to that point, and, we wanna keep it I wanna keep it on a good note. I don't wanna have to, make it do what it do, but I feel like this question was already here. Hmm, let's see. You just woke up, glad to see you too. You are so welcome. Love you too, Coffee with Jen. Good to see you, Ray Ray. Mhm. Mm. I'm gonna answer this question here. Mhm. I was the one who asked about the twin flame question before, and I have made a decision to choose myself and move on, but they won't stop coming up in my dreams, and I'm not sure why. Could you provide? Well, here's the thing, the truth be told, I don't believe in twin flames in the sense that there's only one person on the planet for you. So if that's your twin flame, like this is the person for you, um I don't believe in that, right? And the other part of the twin flame is that there's going to be this person that you're going to meet and you're going to help each other grow and y'all going to traumatize each other, but you're going to love each other and you're just going to be together. Don't agree with that either. If someone is coming up in your dreams and you're seeing someone and you feel like there's a deep connection between you and this person, it is possible that you could be having this connection in the astral realm because that's where you're having it. And that could be a very real thing. But when you're saying choose yourself, when you love someone, there's not an option. You don't have to abandon yourself. So I want you to get out of that thinking that somehow, even if you had somebody, that it meant you couldn't choose you. No, it's not how it works. You have enough love for yourself and for others to come into your life. It doesn't require you to stop choosing you. But what I will tell you is to be totally consumed in this dream world to the point where you're living for this relationship in the dream world, it's just not a good idea. Now, sometimes we can have what's called trainers that come in if you are desperately seeking someone to love and to care for you, and this person, this guide sort of nurtures you in the astral realm so that you can understand what it feels like when you have it in the physical realm, that could be definitely a thing because you've gone through some traumatic relationships. And so you're looking for something that feels like love. And this whole experience in the astral realm and you having this is making you feel like you're loved and there's someone who loves you that cares for you and you can care for them and love them and they want the best for you. And this is sort of a training for you, but it's not designed for you to live in the astral realm with this love. Your love you can have right here on earth. But I would want you to have it more on earth than for you to be in the astral realm just loving someone from a distance. Yeah. Okay. I choose myself in terms of not of him not treating me right. So the person in the astral realm not treating you right, oh, well, you need to definitely shut the door. You know him on earth as well. Well, baby girl, there is your answer. There is your answer. Let go of that whole idea of twin flame and look for somebody that you can love and he can love you as well. Don't get locked into these old, outdated thinkings that keep things fixed. Twin flame, what twin flame of what? Flame of pain? No. You want someone on earth that can live, that can love, that can grow and support you, and you can live and grow and love and support them. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what you want. So you have your answer. They're coming up in your dreams and you're seeing them in their dreams because a lot of the crap they did to you, some of that is happening to them. And you're feeling this. You're feeling this energy of why, and someone else had this situation too. You're feeling this. Yes, reciprocity is happening. I don't want you to celebrate that reciprocity. I want you to know that it's still in the atmosphere and you can feel it. You're picking up on this person. But I promise you, they are experiencing some of the things that they have done to you. It's not for you to go back into this relationship or to trace them or to be connected with them. And do yourself a favor. Stop calling them a twin flame. It was a relationship of learning, a relationship of growth, a relationship that helped you love and understand yourself even more. That's what this relationship was about. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you have it. We gonna get ready to get out of here because I didn't promise myself we not doing this 3-4 hour stream again, even though I love it. I love it when we all get together. And yes, your girl is still working on things. Your girl is still working on. So still working on being able to get us on these phone lines again because we're going to get on these phone lines. We're going to get these phone lines up and running. We're going to get this. Yes, Anastasia, we still here. Where we supposed to go? Where were we supposed to go? You just got here, Jaco. Anastasia been here with us. She just talking. She was here too. Now she talking about we just got here. She talking about I done went to work and came back. You went to work and came back and we still here. Yeah, we getting out of here, Anastasia. That's a quick job. We've been here 2 hours and 48 minutes. So I'm glad you were able to get your work done and come back. I'm glad. I'm glad. Listen, you guys, I love you all so much. And I'm so glad that we did get a chance to come here. Do me a favor. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. Yeah. Oh, hey, Shaquan, the baby got you sleeping. Yeah, I haven't been able to do Thursday. My sessions have been so long on Thursday night, you guys, and my day starts so early. It's some things that I'm working on. I can't really talk about all of them yet, but I will be talking about some of them soon. So, I will. I will. I will be talking about some of them soon. Just can't talk about all of them right now, but it's some good stuff coming. And today I'm going to be doing the next wave. I don't think I've done a wave in a while. So many of you have had that wave of a clearing, but I'll be doing that wave. Andromeda Rising is still available for those of you who want to tap into that energy. We can do that as well. Hmm. Hmm. So, as we begin to close this late morning, night, afternoon circle, I want you to carry this with you. Your life right now is a conversation. And this conversation your life is having, it's between truth and courage. Put those two on a sticky note. Get you a sticky note, put truth over here and courage. This is the conversation your life is having. And Sagittarius is not here to punish you. It is here to help you aim higher. Somebody say, higher. Y'all remember that song? Like, oh, you remember that with Jay-Z? Higher. That's right. So it's not here to punish you, but it's here to help you aim higher. Higher in love, higher in money, and higher in power. Okay. Now, and don't forget, the Spirit Quest will be on PayHip. It's going to drop tomorrow. And it's created to help you move through the rest of this year. Clarity, calm, sovereignty, you know? Yeah. So if this live poured into you, I want you to do 3 things for me. I want you to like this video because it helps the message travel. I want you to subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss what's coming. And I want you to comment afterwards, after this live, aligned if you're choosing higher truth in love, money, and power. So I want to thank you for trusting me with this late night or this early morning, depending on where you are. I love you. I see you. I honor the oracle within each one of you because we all are oracles. And remember, you can alter your course, baby, at any given moment.
Yeah, if you really want it, you gotta be it. As Ms.Blue has shared with the world, it's all about frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing, I'm it. It's all about frequency. In the past I thought I lost it, but the truth was always near. Every scar became a teacher. Every fall just brought me here. Now I'm rising with the healing. Every light inside of me. Not becoming what I'm chasing. I am the frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing, I'm it. It's all about frequency. Ask the question, how is this possible? The answer subtle, synchronicities audible. Keys unlocking, belief expanding. Frame by frame, new life commanded. No chase, no match. I embody the key, the light I own unlocks destiny. Raise my vibration, reality shifts. Every dream I desire already exists. Nothing's coming to me. No, no, it's already here. When I raise my vibration, the vision is clear. The vision is clear. It's already here. Raise my vibration, the vision is clear.
Oh, yeah. So peace and love. I love you all. Peace and love.
Yeah,
Ciao.
if you really